All right, check it, see if it's good.
Guys, come on. Relax.
Come back. Everybody's going over here.
You gotta back up, you guys.
Hey, Pete.
Yes, I am. Fine, that's not a problem.
Okay, everybody ready? Mic check, okay?
Yeah, we need to have everybody back up.
Can you guys back up a little bit? Can everybody back up?
I'm going to back the stand up a little bit. You know, if you guys spread out just a little bit wider, I think we'll have a little bit better luck.
Nice.
Just stand back just a little bit, all right?
Right there, fine.
How's that?
Don't move it back anymore.
Okay, stand by one right here.
Jesus. Come on. Gigi.
Gigi, you gotta turn the mic on, Gigi.
A more professional, restrained police force under very, very trying circumstances as I witnessed today. And I think every one of us, including those of you in the media, can be proud of the professional way that our officers handled this demonstration. I'm also very proud of Charlie Beck. This is a man who's understood that constitutional policing is the only way for Los Angeles to go. His officers responded to his call, and they did a phenomenal job. And I want to acknowledge all of them for their work, and ask Charlie to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Over 60 days ago, we began a relationship with the folks in Occupy LA. And you see the culmination of that relationship. 1,400 police officers came to this encampment today and removed what we think is probably resulted in over 200 arrests at this point with minimal use of force. Absolutely minimal. It was an operation that was planned and conceived by my command staff, and they did a fantastic job. You know, I've always loved the Los Angeles Police Department. I think that people that know me understand that, but I've never ever been proud of it. So thank you very much. You know, we will have more complete details. Always all the numbers as they get tallied. That people that know me understand that, but I've never ever been proud of it. So thank you very much.
Was there any use of force?
You know, we will have more complete details. I'll give you all the numbers as they get tallied up, and we'll do that tomorrow morning.
When do you envision on clearing officers out of the area?
You know, we're not going to take any questions. It'll be a couple more hours. Thank you.
What was the cost?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it. I'm sorry if you guys couldn't hear.
Exposed very late to the process. There had already been a significant number of arrests. There were people who did leave once we had a conversation with them, and we wanted to encourage them to go with their conscience, but not just in the spontaneity of the moment, because that doesn't help the movement. We need to build movement, and to build movement, it means having discipline, having a process in which we
I want to go.
Right. Where were you when the police came in?
We were sequestered by Chief Perez over there.
So you were in the police
We were
department.
way back there, like way back, and then finally we started to say, look, there's a problem. We were given access. We were told we had access, but we had to then really push to get it. We were
Wow, so you didn't witness them actually coming into the park.
and then finally we saw it to say, look, there's the people running. You know, we saw the squadrons. We saw a brilliant tactic on their part. We had to then really push to get it.
Wow, so you didn't witness them actually coming into the park.
We saw it from afar. We saw the people running. You know, we saw the squadrons. We saw a brilliant tactic on their part to create a diversion by putting everybody over there, scaring everyone over there, and then them swooping in, down, and over, and all those tactics.
They came out of City Hall as
They
well.
came out of City Hall. We saw them run across the street over here. It was pretty amazing. I mean, tactically, I guess they did their part. The chief did a good job. Minimum danger. But we also were unable to witness the first, several stages in, and that is a threat to democratic ideals. And it wasn't just us, press also. It took a while before they were admitted in, and some, like yourself, were never admitted in.
Right. Yeah, I got asked to leave. I was actually in the park when they ran in, and I witnessed watching this later because we recorded, but I witnessed some force, and I witnessed a lot of people being pushed. I almost got pushed over by an officer.
Lie to me.
It's always fun. The question, last I saw there were about a dozen people still in a circle waiting to be arrested. They had their arms linked, they were talking with each other, fairly cooperative. Sometimes they had to use a little bit of pulling to get their arms apart, but other than that, no problems at all.
Have you found any other weapons, drugs that in the park?
No, we have we have our canines going through there. I'm not aware of anything that they found. It's just a matter of mostly cleaning up now.
At the peak, how many protesters were in the park?
Don't have an exact number. Certainly more than there were this afternoon. I walked through the park a couple times this afternoon, and it was a fraction of the number of people that we saw tonight. So what we figure is a lot of people came down this evening from other places in support of the folks that are
Let's talk about how the officers entered the park itself. I mean, from our point of view, from this way, and where else were they coming from? And how did they sort of?
You know, we had officers coming in from a bunch of different directions, and our objective to do that, what we wanted to do is get our officers into the park and have them throughout the park before people could mass up in groups against them. So I think we were very successful in that. I think it was a good plan. I think our officers carried it out very well, methodical, professional, restrained. I think they did a great job. Very proud.
I assured you that we would be nonviolent. How did we do?
You know what? A fantastic job by the folks inside of there as far as being nonviolent. You know, nobody threw anything as far as I could see. No weapons.
This even went smoother than the other night.
Yeah. Yes, I would say it did go smoother than the other night.
Commander, 3:30 a.m. now, 4 a.m. We'd like to take you live. Shipping TLA, 4 a.m., top of the hour.
Okay.
Can we actually enter the park with you? And
in a couple of minutes, I'll take some of the rest of you guys in small groups in there, and you can get a look at what's going on in there. Okay. As soon as we get all the people out of the park and some of the property out of the park, the Department of Parks and Recreation are standing by. They'll start putting up.
we're trying to get into the park, folks. Just bear with us.
Hey, Clark, how are you doing? Great. I saw you on TV. How you doing?
Good, a little tired, but not too bad.
Okay. Was Monday a drive-by from what we saw today?
guess you could say it was in a way. I think both days saw a large group of people coming from the outside to join the camp, to join their protest, and to be a part of that. I think it was, for us, it was an opportunity to learn a little bit about what to expect. I think Tuesday was very, very quiet around here. Obviously, last night it got busy again, and more people from outside came to join the protest.
I'm going to do my own interview for you. I'm just being nice. You have any questions for me?
Ask away, sir. The chief and the mayor talked a few minutes ago. They said there's going to be in the vicinity of approximately 200 arrests. About 1,400 officers altogether were involved in this operation.
200 arrests.
And we got great cooperation from the fire department, the General Services Police Department, and our partners in the media were very cooperative as well. So we're very happy about that.
Any other problems or any other questions?
No problems, nothing like that. A couple minor uses of force. We had to use force on a couple people, and that was just bodily force. It wasn't a baton, no tear gas, no pepper spray, nothing like that. So it went well for us. And thanks to the protesters for allowing us to take them into custody without having to use force.